So I'm just coming in to do a video on the pick a card. So on my Facebook or on this cover page, you'll see 3 cards. Connect to one of them and we're going to see what timeline you are currently navigating. So let's get to it. So if you were group 1, you chose card number 1. I haven't even looked at these. This is your card here, light tools it says. So it says 0 fucks, changes and shifts, 444, shadow to light. So it looks like here you might be using some transmuting. You might be turning in some of that darkness into light and using the light as in light codes from the sun as well. If you like being out in nature, you're probably wanting to be out, grounding as well here with the changes and shifts. So there is changes and shifts coming here. We have number 4 and number 444. So number 444 will be kind of your alignment number, it looks like here. So stability. It's all kind of, 4s I find are about stability. Also too about the heart chakra. So connecting in with that. See how she's kind of meditating, meditative introspection as well. So it looks like you're being called to that at this time. This is kind of the energy that's you're navigating. So I'm going to see here a soul lesson that's coming out right now. And I like here, she's kind of like in her own little bubble. So yeah, it's like 0 fucks given. She's in her own little bubble. Oh, and we have this one kind of fly out here. Imagination. So it's saying, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So yeah, like here we're doing that meditating as well as, you know, that imagining. I see here there's like changes and shifts. So I feel like you're being asked at this time to open up your imagination. There is a shift that's happening here. So if we can start to open that up, we can start to think of the possibilities. And I feel like too, that goes with the shadow to the light, because sometimes we can't, when we're in that shadow, sometimes we can't see any other possibilities around us. But I feel like here we're bringing that to light, we're illuminating that, right? I feel like it's illuminating your imagination as well. So it looks like that is a good affirmation for you. So I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And I feel like here too, we're kind of doing that while we're meditating as well. We're taking that time in silence, maybe doing a little bit of that introspection. So let me see here, I'm gonna see an energy. Now these are my past energy cards, but I'm going to use them for the present energy right now. So let's see. So it looks like your present energy here is around your career. So it looks like here, you know, you're being asked to kind of go within. I feel like here, imagine some of the possibilities here. So we've got number 37. So I feel like there's some sort of cycle completing with that, because we've got the number 10. So it looks like here, you know, it could be connected to your work, going within, you know, introspection on what you want, imagination. It's in that kind of manifestation mode as well, because we've got this 444, so it's like an alignment, I feel like. But yeah, it looks like here you're kind of navigating maybe where you want to go with your career, what you want to do. So it looks like that's the energy kind of that's surrounding you right now. Your path, maybe your purpose as well with that. So it looks like here, this is something that's kind of connected to focusing on yourself, because we've got this like 0 fucks here. So it's like you're focusing on yourself, what you really want. So let's see, let's pull some more cards here. What else are we navigating with this energy? Wisdom. So yeah, with going within, you know, the shadow to the light, we've got that wisdom coming out here. Psychic, revealing mastery. So number 44, and it's funny here how we have the 444 coming out in card 4. And then we've got this card 44. So a lot of 4s here. So if you're seeing a lot of that 44 or 444, you know, this is kind of a message for you. So it looks like here you're gathering some wisdom within that. You're gathering some wisdom within the journey as well, navigating that. I feel like too, like things are being illuminated. We've got this psychic. So, you know, your psychic senses, your sensitivity, I feel like is, and we've got these little, you know, this moon here, but we've got this bubble here. I feel like very connected to the moon as well. Intuition, we're using our intuition. And we've got that light, and it's funny here how we've got light tools. So we've got the light, and then we've got like kind of the dark here. So I like how that's kind of playing off. So it's like it's navigating both of that, right? The illumination, the stillness and the darkness, but then also too, I feel like there's a shift, and you know, it's coming to light. It's coming to the lightness. There's also a purification going on there with this Black Panther. I feel like there is some sort of purification process in this. But I feel like, yeah, saying here, some things are going to be revealed. I feel like too, you're being asked to use your imagination, where you want to go with your passions. I feel like too with that. So let's see what else is coming out here. We're going to try and keep these ones a little bit shorter. So let's pull a couple of cards here. This is from my romance deck. So let's see here. So divine counterpart, it says here, a divine connection sent to you from your angels. So I feel like, you know, pay attention to that. Now it looks like here, because we've got the light and the dark, and then we've got this counterpart. So with the counterpart, it's like, it's that other part, right? It's countering. So it's, and she's lighting up at the heart here. So like I was saying, I feel like here to the light and the shadow, to the shadow, shadow to the light is very much to do with the heart and going within, as well as using your imagination with this one here. But it looks like here, there is some sort of divine counterpart that's being sent to you. Now this could be a romantic connection, or this could be a partner who you are going to grow and learn with. And this could be, you know, regarding career. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but it can be. So I'm going to pull some more cards on that. I feel like this is going to be someone to grow with. Or you might already be in that type of relationship. But also too, deceptions. Yeah, we had this one come out in the collective. So it seems like this is coming out in the collective as well. So it's saying here, false illusion, scarcity mentality, falling into bad habits. So with that shadow work, right? Sometimes we're navigating this deception, and I feel like this is just kind of a collective thing that's happening right now. So we're illuminating with our wisdom, right? We're illuminating. Something is going to be revealed. I feel like that is going to bring something to light, bring some sort of false illusion, and that could be something that you think about yourself. Especially too when we have this imagination card and using your creative aspects of your mind. I feel like here too, with that in the shadow, like I was saying, we can kind of only think of very limited possibilities when we're in there. And I feel like here there's something that's going to be like shattered. We have this and it's kind of like shattered. I feel like there's going to be something shattered within that. So let's see what else. Putting in the work here. Yeah, because we're working, we're doing shadow work. I feel like we're transmuting. It's saying here, action that helps achieve goals, building the path to success. Yeah, so I feel like here we've got this career card. This seems to be a very kind of career card too, putting in the work. So I feel like you're putting in the work here. You know, you're building that path. You're building that path with that. Let's see what else comes out here. What do our angels have to say? And it looks like there's some sort of like camera on this card. So I feel like here it's like you might be getting some memories too within your meditation, you know, like too with that imagination as well. You might be getting some memories pop up. But I feel like it's like almost like giving me that, yeah, that, you know, ready, set, action. Kind of the time is now. Let's see. We've got optimism, 5151. So stay optimistic. Yeah, that's something whenever we're kind of working on that transmuting, right? We can take on a lot of that karmic energy. And we're working to change that to a higher vibration. So we're looking to be optimistic here. Stay optimistic in your journey. And then we've got number 12 with that. So I feel like here, we've got this mind, body, soul connection, but yeah, big on the heart. Stay optimistic in the heart. I feel like too, this is gonna help with the imagination as well. So let's see what else. Yeah, it's like on the path to mastery, right? So I feel like here you're on this path to mastery. And this is what you're helping doing with that transmuting as well. So outside energies, we have Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, power recalling, future thinking, yeah, shadow to the light, power recalling, chains and shifts as well. Future thinking, like I was saying, might be thinking about maybe where you want to go next, what you want to do, you know, your passions, your purpose. So it's like we're thinking towards the future here. I like here that there's like very similar kind of light in this card, in these cards here. So it looks like, you know, a lot of those light codes, but you're getting some downloads. That's what's this revealing, this wisdom. You're gaining this wisdom out of it, getting these downloads there. And Arcturians, very connected to the heart. I feel like too here, it's like bursting with the light, right? So it's almost like, yeah, the shadow to the light it's giving me here. So it's like, it's taking the wisdom from both the shadow and the light. That's what you're doing here. I feel like that's what you're doing here. And I'm gonna pull Thread of Karma. So what can we do this week that will help with navigating this energy? So it's saying here, and we've got a book here, it says create your own karma. Your actions today shape your tomorrow. Make choices that align with your highest good. Yeah, so it's funny that we've got a lot of this alignment. So 444, we got alignment, and then it's like as well as the actions. So putting in the work. I feel like you're putting in the work. You're putting in, you're really thinking, and it's like thinking towards the future as well here, because we've got, he's like journaling what he wants. So I feel like this would be very positive for you to do this week. Journal what you know, use your imagination. Journal you know, what you want your future to look like. I feel like this is really going to help you. So yeah, your actions. So taking those actions, step into alignment here. Taking those opportunities here too, maybe too with this divine counterpart that's being sent to you as well. Because I feel like here there's like this growth there. And this heart, I feel like there's this like heart illumination that's happening as well. But it's also like here we've kind of got this leadership, energy of leadership. So I feel like here you might be called to leading somehow, maybe speaking, using your throat chakra as well. I feel like here powerful presence I feel like you have, and a powerful throat chakra. So I feel like here those are your messages here. I'm going to pull one more future higher self card. Stay optimistic. If you're navigating some of the shadow, stay optimistic. Feel like you're putting in that work. There's going to be some revealing of some false kind of illusions around you, but don't, you know, kind of try to stay out of falling into like bad habits, maybe that negative thinking, negative self-talk. Stay optimistic. Picture what you want your career, your future to look like. Write that down, journal that, take some action on it if you can. Watch out for opportunities because, you know, when we're in alignment, those opportunities will come. Future higher self card says, there is a way if you are willing to change the way you see it. Yeah. So that one kind of goes really on with the reading here, especially too if you're in a little bit of that shadow. You know, if you can imagine it, there is a way, right? You can imagine a way out. Imagine and stay optimistic as well. So I'm really getting with that. We've got this, and it's funny because we've got like computers here. It's giving me like tech. We've got like career, history, this like camera. as well. So it's giving me like kind of career as well. You know, so just know that there is a way if you're willing to change how you see it. So that's your message for this week, and you'll have to let me know if that resonates. Thank you. Okay, so if you chose pile number 2, if you were to group 2, I haven't even looked at these yet, we got rebirth, and that came up in the collective already. So, you know, this is your pile here, group 2, this is your message. So it's saying old, making way for the new, birth, shaman, renewal. Yeah, we've got this ancestral energy, this timeline, I feel like here. You're on this kind of, it's almost giving me like very earth energy with this one as well, because we have this Gaia gateway this weekend or this week, which is connecting to the earth. I feel like you have a very strong connection to the earth. You're on this timeline of maybe healing the earth or healing the family lineage, you know, very much into ancestral work, shamanism as well. We've got number 40 here. So we've got that 4. I feel like here it's like stability. Also too, I feel like heart chakra, like the last one too was card number 4. So it's funny that we got 4 and 40 coming out here. We've got this dragon as well. So dragon energy, we got this magical energy within that, but also too this transformation. So yeah, there's a rebirth happening here. And I've seen that so many times within the last week here with other readers as well. So it's just another confirmation for you. We've got this birth energy, so you know you're birthing something here. So let's see a soul lesson. Soul lesson that's coming out for you for group 2. So we've got fear. So it says here, I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Yeah, that very big heart energy here. Living in love as well. So you might have some fear pop up, maybe surrounding, you know, birth is actually, you know, it is scary. Especially too, you know, giving birth is scary. It can be for some people. For some people, maybe not so, but it is that, you know, that energy kind of sometimes of the unknown, right? So it looks like here you might be having a little bit of fear, maybe affecting your root. And I feel like too, this is maybe why your ancestors are on this card, you know, affecting that root chakra, that tribal. But also too, I feel like there is some things in the mind. So the fear is actually testing the love. So sometimes you have to experience the opposite in order to know, what you don't want, what you don't prefer, right? So I feel like here the fear is kind of just testing that. It's there as a test, and I feel like too you are breaking. You're going to be breaking through those barriers to that fear, because it's just testing you. It's just there to test you. It's there testing your heart and your love. So I'm going to pull these. These are past energy cards, but I'm going to use them for the energy now. So you take that. It's like taking that step. I feel like here. Sometimes we can be scared to just take that step. And this is something that's new, because it's like it's a birth, right? So it's something that's new. So sometimes things that are new that are a little bit scary. So let's see energy here. So we've got some self-doubt coming out here. Yeah, that could be going on with the fear as well. And this came up in the collective too. So now we've got 2 cards that came up in the collective. So it looks like here we've got some feelings of inadequacy. That's what I mean. Sometimes like we can be scared to like take that next step because maybe we think we're going to fail or we're not good enough. And this is something that stems from our ancestral lineage. It's funny that we have both like the ancestors coming out on this card, and then like, you know, we've got the parents, like that family line, that karma. So I feel like here too, we've got like a number 10 here. So there's some sort of ending. I feel like you're being asked to like, there's a cycle that you're being asked to release that self-doubt, release that fear and get into that heart. So let's see what else we have here. I feel like too, your ancestors are like cheering you on, because you're breaking. I feel like you're breaking that ancestral karma. Let's see. So the timeline we're navigating here. So manifestation. So yeah, with birth, you know, we got that new energy. I feel like here it's like, yeah, making old, making way for the new. So you're in manifestation mode, prosperity, fortune, intent. So your intent is going to be very, very powerful. Your intention, what do you intend to bring in? So we've got number 29 here. So number 11. So we've got those, like that new beginning kind of frequency here with that. But it looks like here, you know, we've got a lot of this abundance. I feel like there's a lot of this abundance that's coming for you. I feel like too, if you are if you're working on some manifestations, I feel like some of those are coming in because, you know, we are in a rebirth period. So it's like a new frequency. This frequency is almost like a frequency of like 1, you know, it's like a 1 frequency. Yeah, because we've got, it's funny that we've got the 10 and then like we've got the 11. So putting an end and trying to overcome that fear and that self-doubt. I feel like it's going to bring in prosperity. It's going to bring in fortune with that as well. So I'm going to pull, these are some of my romance cards. So we're going to see what's coming out here. So we got passions. Yeah. I feel like that's like our manifestation, you know, what are our passions here? It says, don't be afraid to fail. Yeah, we've got the fear. And I feel like here, that's something that is huge that I have realized for myself is that I have a fear of failure. And it's not even just a fear of failure. It's like trying my hardest and still not being good enough and still failing. And that's something that that's something that comes from my self-doubt. So I feel like this is probably my pile here. So it says, follow what makes your heart happy. Like I was saying, get in that energy of the heart here. So let's see what else is coming out. And I know that's not how it really is. So let's see. We have be open to change, yeah, because you've got like, we've got this birth, you know, renewal. It says, be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. So yeah, we're in this manifestation mode. There might be opportunities, might be new experiences coming out here within this rebirth as well. But it's saying being open to new experiences. So yeah, we're growing. So sometimes too, when we grow, you know, it can lead to some fear because we're hitting our growth edge and now we're stepping outside of that comfort, right? So let's see, we'll pull another one here. And I feel like too, she's kind of like, I don't know if she's smoking a cigarette or if she's smoking a blunt on here, but I feel like it's like relax. You're being asked to like kind of relax, like even in birth, right? It's like we try to relax to ease it to come out and not like tense up, right? Even though that's hard because, you know, we have the pain and all that, but it's like, I feel like here you're being asked to relax into the birth. Okay, let's see one more in this one here. Creativity, it says here. Have fun, express yourself in new ways. So yeah, we got that new, having fun came up in the collective as well. That playfulness can really help us relax as well, but also being creative, you know, however that you are creative, however you see that fit in your experience. So it could be, you know, art, it could be playing, you know, with your kids, like on this, they're kind of creating something together here, you know, creating something with your kids, or it can be just drawing, doodling, something that you like to do. But I feel like here that's going to help you get into that mode of like expressing yourself in new ways. So let's see, what else do we have here? Angels, what do we got the angels saying here? Manifestation. So this is like your triple confirmation on this 111. So it looks like here, yeah, definitely in a time of manifestation, this rebirth, planting the seeds, you know. We've got this light body lighting up. People are awakening as well. But I feel like here, this is kind of self-explanatory. I feel like being grounded is really going to help. But then we've got this orange energy, which is like that solar plexus, which is that like creativity, right? So I feel like too, it's like that you're emitting that, like it's almost like in your aura, it's emitting that And you're going to be pulling things, I think, towards you. Let's see, outside energies that are affecting you. Outside energies. It says star gathering. It says stars aligned. Yeah, we got that alignment here. Remembering home, soul, family. So yeah, we got a lot of this family line coming out. So I feel like here you're going to be magnetizing the people towards you. You know, maybe new people as well are going to be coming towards you. And I feel like these are going to be your soul family. But also here it's like stars aligned. So I feel like that manifestation, right? That there's some sort of gateway here. I feel like there's some sort of gateway that's being opened this week for you. I feel like being out under the stars as well is really going to help with that. Just doing some stargazing. Okay, so what can we help? What can we do to help with this energy? What can we do to help with this energy? So it says purify your heart. And we were talking a lot about the heart here. It says let go of lingering pain and make space for joy. Yeah, that creativity, that joy, that soul, that sacral. Your heart deserves to feel light again. So it looks like here he's kind of reminiscing memories. I feel like too, maybe there is something where you are maybe someone who is very nostalgic, that you could keep a lot of like mementos. I feel like maybe opening that box and going back through them again. There's something there. I feel like, and then we've got the chimes in the window. I feel like there's something to do with sound, chimes as well. Could be listening to like meditations on chimes or using chimes or just the wind chimes. Maybe you have some at your place. I feel like there's some sort of vibration within that. But it's saying here, yeah, purify your heart. So I feel like, you know, kind of going through looking maybe at some of your past experiences. We are in a rebirth, so it's like maybe a little bit of reflection on the past with that there. And maybe even too, it's like maybe there's some of these things that maybe it's time to let go of. Because we've got like, you know, let go of lingering pain, make space for joy. So maybe there's some things that you're keeping that caused you, maybe it's a memento, but maybe in the end it didn't, something didn't work out, where maybe it's still causing you a little bit of that pain. But I feel like going through that and maybe even getting rid of things that you need to. So let's see here, future higher self card. So we got this one a lot in the collective. You are creating a you that you will be proud of. So I feel like your ancestors they're proud of you as well. You know, it's not only you, it's your family line is proud of you. You are it's like this, we have this energy of this Rubik's cube, right? And we're lining up, everything is lining up, like we have this alignment within there. So I feel like here, you know, it's like it's like you're the piece to the puzzle. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's like you're the piece to the puzzle there. So that is your message, group 2, and you will have to let me know if that resonates. Thank you. So if you chose group 3, this is the timeline you are currently navigating. I haven't looked at these yet. So group 3, what do we have here? Plan, guiding star, ease, knowing, grand design. So we've got this I feel like here we've got this kind of star connection with this card here, but I feel like here, you know, this is part of the divine plan. I feel like here there's something here where it's going to be it's like this is your path and purpose, I feel like, unfolding, the divine plan here. We've got number 35. So I feel like you're in flow. There is some flow. I feel like there is balance here. And it's saying like ease. So yeah, like the flow here, guiding star. But I feel like here you're going to be that guiding star. Maybe you're being called to leadership or to guide. But I feel like here, you know, I feel like you are on like a timeline where I feel like you know where you're going. So let's see what else comes out with that. So soul lesson that you are going to be currently learning or are currently learning. Soul lesson. So we got health. So it says here, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So that very big heart energy as well. I feel like here, you know, and I feel like here, this is kind of something that maybe you've been focusing on as well, is your health. And it's not just your physical health, but I feel like your emotional, your mental. That's why I feel like here there's some ease, but also too, and there's some knowing within that. I feel like here, you know, it's saying grand design. So I feel like here, it's like you're on that path of really leading, I feel like leading others, but also too, this is part of your destiny as well. But you might be called to looking at your health, or you might have been, you know, paying more attention to your health and how, you know, your body and the things that, you know, we put into our body, the things that we listen to, the things that we watch. I feel like here, you're healing. I feel like you're healing, but also too, I feel like you're in that very big heart energy. Let's see what else comes out here. So this is their past energy cards, but I'm going to use them for current energy. So let's see what pops out. Current energy on this timeline. So we've got Archangel Haniel. Joy, gratitude, intuition. Yeah, so that guiding star is that intuition as well, right? But it's like, and that knowing, that intuition. So we've got like gratitude. So I feel like here that very, very big heart energy. We've got that gratitude. I feel like too, we've got that ease and that knowing as well within here. So I feel like here, you know, this is some sort of like, this is kind of an angelic frequency that's coming out now. With this. So it looks like here there is some harvest here. So you might be, you know, those opportunities, you know, that abundance is coming to you. Number 15 with that, number 6. So I feel like here with number 6, you know, it's our spiritual connection, because we're like, you're tuned in, I feel like, with this, your spiritual connection, but having gratitude for that. And I feel like too, and having gratitude for our physical vessel as well. Let's see what else comes out here with that. Very big heart energy. Feel like that gratitude is that very big heart energy as well. So we got shifting frequencies. So it's saying intensity, choices align. Yeah. So I feel like here, that's what it was like, this guiding star, right? I feel like here using your intuition and your choices is helping to guide you. And I feel like too, there is this knowing as well within you. So we've got number 52. So number 7, there is some sort of initiation into, you know, a higher frequency that can feel kind of intense around you, but it is you are coming into alignment, or you are in alignment here. We got this energy too of like this very flowy energy with this card. We've got that number 8 here, you know, that infinity. So I feel like here you are in flow right now. So you might be shifting some frequencies around you. Well, you are shifting some frequencies. I feel like too, there's like this fire ignited in you with that. And I like here that we had a lot of women come out on these cards. So I feel like here there's like this very divine feminine aspect to it. It's either you're tapping into your divine feminine, and that can be a masculine tapping into the divine feminine energy, or it's divine, it's kind of like it's like this empowerment. Okay, let's see what else comes out here. These are my romance cards, so I'm going to pull a couple and see what the messages are. So it says here we've got apology, sorry, forgiveness through mutual understandings. So it looks like here maybe there's some sort of apology coming your way. You'll have to let me know on that. We've got this energy of like winter time, so I feel like here, yeah, I feel like forgiveness is really going to help. Maybe in any situations that you're dealing with, maybe with some choices or some, you know, some of that intensity. But also here it's saying like, yeah, through mutual understandings. So I feel like you're starting to understand things a little bit more as well with this ease and this knowing. You're starting to understand. Maybe you're starting to understand maybe others' actions too. Let's see what else is coming up here. We've got declutter. Let go of old items, create a new space, sacred space for yourself. So it looks like here, yeah, with anything kind of new, we want to get rid of the old, right? But I feel like here, yeah, there's this energy of like this shifting frequency. So we're being asked to kind of declutter, let go of some of those things. We've got this kind of like scarab, like this beetle on here. It's really giving me the sun with this as well. Yeah, it's really giving me like the sun, solar, abundance, I feel like too, with that. Let's see what else, another one. And maybe that apology card too, I feel like there is someone that wants to apologize. What else do we have? Leap of faith. It's saying take a risk, stepping into the beauty of the unknown. Yeah. Some kind of with that grand design, right? Keep following the synchronicities, following your intuition, and take that leap. And I like here too, we've got, it's kind of weird that we've got like a bottle on this card, and then we've kind of got this scarab that's in this like encased. I feel like here it's like you're stepping out of like maybe old boundaries. Becoming more open to the possibilities. So let's see what else we got here. Angels. So we've got forgive. Yeah. Well, that one came up twice here, so that seems to be a strong message coming out here. We've got this heart energy coming out, this very big heart energy coming out here. So it looks like maybe there is some sort of forgiveness, like letting go, I feel like too. It's like, and forgiveness is not like condoning what somebody did. It's just releasing them from our energy so that like we can move on, type of thing. It kind of keeps us shackled back. You know, resentment blocks the flow of love. Harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So yeah, it looks like here we have this like heart activation. I feel like there is going to be some sort of apology, or there's going to be some sort of understanding that you come to a situation where I feel like here you're being asked to forgive. But I feel like you're going to understand it because it's like mutual understanding. I feel like you're going to understand maybe in the situation, maybe see a different perspective from that. Let's see what else we have here. So 303, number 6. So I feel like here, number 6 is really going to help our spiritual connection, but also to that mind, body, soul. I feel like too, maybe there is maybe harboring that resentment. Could also manifest in ways, you know, that do affect our health. So outside energies, what do we got here? So we got the divine matrix. Yeah, and this is very matrixy. I was gonna actually say that, just like the honeycomb on the back here, very matrixy. So interconnected to synchronicity and God incidences. So yeah, there's no such thing as coincidences, right? You know, tap into that intuition, into that ease, into that flow. But it's got, everything is interconnected, right? Our mind, our body, our soul, you know, it's all interconnected. as people, we are all interconnected. So yeah, it looks like here, pay attention to those synchronicities that are around you, that are coming up. The flower of life too on that. And I like here how this health is like kind of like a flower, it's flowering here. So let's see, what's one thing we can do to help with these energies here? And it could be the other way too around. Maybe there is a situation where maybe you're feeling some guilt and maybe you're being asked to apologize as well. But I feel like here, because we've got the forgive come out here twice, I feel like this is something that you're being asked to forgive. Threads of karma. What do we got here? So it says here, understand soulmate lessons. Soulmates come to teach us. Embrace the lessons they bring, even if they're hard to swallow. So that might be a forgiveness topic, something that maybe there was a karmic lesson with somebody. It doesn't only have to be, soulmates don't have to be, love interests. They can be, family. They can be co-worker partners, something like that. But I feel like here, this is why we're being asked to forgive. I've got this very big heart energy in maybe something, and we're understanding soulmate lessons. So forgiveness through mutual understanding. We've got this understanding coming out here quite a bit. So yeah, with that, so it's saying even if they're hard to swallow, we can embrace the lessons that's what it's like, we can embrace the lessons that they bring. And I feel like here, there's going to be some sort of mutual understanding where you're going to see a different perspective and you're going to see the lesson within that, maybe that connection. Let's see, future higher self card, and then I think I'm done. What does our future higher self want us to know for group 3? So it says here, your success is closer than you imagine. So just keep going. Yeah, and we got this energy of this car, like a really, really fast car. I feel like here, this is something that is coming in fast. But also too, it's like your success is closer than you imagine. I feel like here, you are on, there is this plan. There is this like grand design, this path that you're walking with that. So just keep going on it, using your intuition. Just keep walking that path. So you'll have to let me know if that resonates. Thank you.